Alright, good morning everybody, it's your boy Akeen and welcome to today's vlogs. Here to give you more scout reports on players headed towards the 2016 NFL Draft. For this vlog, I'm here to talk about quarterback Doughty coming out of Western Kentucky. Now he's actually coming off a illustrious career as a hilltopper, hailing from Davie, Florida, and he was a 3-year starter for the team. Actually missed the first couple of seasons during his career in college football due to a torn knee he suffered in 2011, but then emerged a couple of years ago as the starting quarterback, and he is actually the third quarterback in FBS history to have consecutive 40 touchdown passes and over 4,000 yards passing. Great seasons, particularly even this past year with over 5,000 yards passing, 48 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. He actually had 49 touchdowns and 10 interceptions in 2014. Very similar numbers and just under 5,000 yards passing. Let's talk about his strengths and weaknesses. First, his strengths. He definitely has the toughness to play the quarterback position. He's played against some tough opponents, particularly in a good game against LSU. And the Hilltoppers did lose 48-20. That LSU defense was too much. But Doughty did have a good game, 325 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. But he did throw a lot of passes. And a couple other things that I do like about him is that even though he has an adequate arm, he definitely definitely has a good touch and throwing the football, and he definitely has great timing in timing his receivers, and that's pretty much what all it takes is for the quarterback to do great timing and great chemistry with his receivers. And speaking of good chemistry and timing, he actually had 68% career passing, which is actually 10th all-time in FBS football. Definitely had a great career. He definitely has a good size at height at 6'3", 213 pounds, and he definitely has great leadership, and like I said, he has great touch in throwing the football. A couple other strengths that I do like about him is that he definitely understands when to throw the football away. Decent ball security, not great as far as ball security and holding onto the football, but as far as making his decisions and throwing. Only 19 picks over the last 2 seasons, which is not bad. Like I said, just well over 40 touchdowns per season for the last 2 years. I think he had just a total of 97 in the last 2 years throwing the football. Definitely had a great career, and he definitely has good detail and setup in his delivery and throwing the football as well. Now, he does have some weaknesses though, mainly his look. He definitely has good height size at 6'3", but as far as his look, he's pretty slim. He's kind of lanky at the quarterback position, and he definitely has an inconsistent deep ball. He doesn't really throw with big velocity in throwing the football and great arm strength. He has average at best arm strength in throwing the football. Now, even though he has great vision, a great accurate vision in throwing the football, he doesn't really have a great use of his eyes. He kind of actually just stares down his targets. He needs to do a better job in not staring down his targets. A couple other weaknesses that he does have though, I mentioned I mentioned how he could be a tough player in handling defenses, but his pocket awareness needs to do a little bit a better job in understanding and reading the blitzers. Needs to do a better job in reading blitzes. And due to the fact that he played in a spread offense, a system offense in college football, that's not really going to pan out in the National Football League. He needs to have some experience working under center and making better reads. That is one of the biggest concerns. Because you're playing in the spread offense, it definitely doesn't give you the opportunity to read plays on your own instead of depending on your coaches in the sideline. Needs to depend more on his own and making better reads and dishing out things to the defense, his offensive teammates. Now those are his weaknesses, and because of those, like the lankiness of his size and the fact that he played in the spread offense, that is the major. Those are the 2 top concerns as far as his weaknesses, and he's not really projected very high in most people's draft boards, including myself. I actually see him as a late 5th round or a 6th round pick of this year's draft. He's a great quarterback. He had a great career at West Kentucky, pretty much broke every passing record in school history, but I don't really see him panning out in the National Football League. I definitely see him as a backup at best, but I'm not really too sure. We will see. I just don't really feel that he's going to have the confidence to take it to the next level and work under center. A little bit concerned with that. Now, the next time to catch you guys will be in a couple of minutes. I have more scout reports for today. Thank you for watching this vlog. I'm your man, Keenan McCall. Be easy.